You're a queen.
Wait, I think I met him sometime before in a different life or where I record. I mean, he was Adam, I think I was Eve, but my vision ends with the apple on the tree. That's on my chest cause I ain't ready to save him, ready to get buck on anybody that plays him. And I think I love him just like I.
Hi guys, welcome. This is my official MILEENA guide. So I will be going over a few things to start off, because for the people that don't much know about game mechanics, just like how I didn't know, I will be going over those things. I will be going over MILEENA as a character, and then the cameos I will be showing off with her will be Sonya, Lao, and I will be showing off some Tremor, or what I know currently for Tremor. And then if you guys have any specific cameos that you guys would want me to show how to use with MILEENA, you guys can go ahead and put that in the comment section of the video. But first things first, game mechanics. So as you see, she's clearly moving forward and back, but if you click either the direction twice, you'll do something called a wave dash. So that's basically where you do it twice, and then sometimes you can cancel it into a move. And that's something that's going to play into a big effect, because with MILEENA, a lot of her combos you have to wave dash or do a forward step or micro dash, like some people like to call it, in order to do her big damage combos. But there's that. Let me also put this at the bottom. So plus frames is basically if you're +1 on something, it's still your turn. And you basically press frames are to the thing in this game to keep your turn. How minus you are on something depends on how punishable you are on something. So there's that. But yeah. So I believe that should cover the basics. As far as I know, there's plus frames, minus frames. Minus frames is basically how long it takes for a move to recover. Plus frames is basically how to keep your turn. Micro dashes, back dashes, and you constantly want to keep doing this because that's how you play footsies, back dashes, forward dashes, and I would just practice this first. Okay. But so now, as MILEENA as a character, I feel like her biggest weaknesses are her size, because they don't go full screen. She doesn't really have a safe way to get in, because all her specials to get in are punishable. So basically the biggest thing for her is you just keep away with her, but that's where a lot of her cameos come into play. But so there's stand 1, which is +1. There's 2-1. There's her sweep, that's +2. There's this that fails, because if you do this, you can also do, or you could do and catch people you can catch people trying to mash, so you can do, and then punish with 1-2. 1-2 is her most reliable string, but on flawless block is depth. So when they flawless block, you want to go into low size, because a lot of people, once they hear that third hit, they tend to just try to punish. So if you do, you see how it catches them? Because if they try to punish, you can catch them trying to press. Because if you try to do that same punish, they can still press on you. So the best thing is just to do both. Either one. So you can do to catch both of them trying to press. There's forward 4, that's safe, it's -7. There's this, that's -3. This I normally don't nobody ever go for, which is -4, so it's safe. 2-1. Let me turn off flawless block. That's -4. But this is gonna be the whole thing. It's gonna be stand 1 mind game. You're gonna wanna basically stand 1, grab. You're gonna wanna use this to basically mix up your opponent because they're gonna need to guess between sweep, the overhead, or just, or even if you're doing this. But yeah, that's my thoughts on her. Is basically just stand 1 mind game. That's the best way, and what I see most Mileenas do is just stand 1 mind game. You just gotta practice this. But this is it's better to do this than this because this is less reactable than this because it's 4 more frames. So it's better to do stand 1 into low size if you're gonna do that consistently. But yeah, so her biggest thing is with stand 1 mind games. Now, I went over her buttons. I went over her that. Now let's go to some of her combos. What I believe is her bread and butter. So, some of her bread and butter combos are this. Oh, and also, make sure you have release check off. If you do not have release check off, you will never get her air side off, which is it. So, this is one of her bread and butter combos. It's just 1-2 ball rush, 3-2 air side. Forward 4, then you can follow up with. But yes, that's one combo route you can do. You can do for a safe jump, or you can just walk up on them like this. To continue the pressure. Because in this game, she's heavy on just pressure, mix-ups, and just staying in your face and making you guess. So you can do that. You can also do, what's another combo route I usually do? You can try this. You can try this combo. It's usually, took me a little bit over 2 years to understand this combo, but you can also try this combo. Like, it's super hard to do. Like, it took me so long. Like, basically, you have to make sure all 3 of the thighs hit in the air. And then you have to do forward step, jump. So you got to do 2 dashes forward, jump, then do jump, 1, 1, 2, teleport. And that leads into 34%. You can also do this, is if you caught them doing armor. If you caught them doing armor, you can do this for 34%. It would basically be like around 36, 37. Okay. So I went over that. Her down teleport combos, which is her big that everyone says she's broken for, which is 1-2 down teleport. So I'm gonna break it down. So it's 1-2 down teleport. 1-1-2 in the air, or 1-2-2. And this is where the forward step comes into effect. As you see, my forward step isn't coming out, so it wasn't doing the combo, but then when it reads it, sorry guys, it's being difficult. When it does it, it leads to a full combo. So at that part, so when they're about close to the ground, I would say around here is when you do it. So you're gonna do, and then press that in the air. So right around when they're like about there, like about 2 inches off the ground, spam the forward button. So not spam it, but like do it like 3 times, then do 2-1. You can also try but that does a little less damage if you're struggling with it. If you're struggling with 2-1, just do 1-2. But after the second hit is when you gotta do ball roll. If you do 1-2. Sorry, I have a broken controller, so it's a little annoying. You can also end it, those combos, you can end it in you can try to end it in 3 and 3, 4. So you can do forward, back 2. Oh, that's another string. So there's 3, I'm sorry. So there's forward 2, 4, 2, which is +2 on block, so but it has a gap, so it doesn't jail, so you can follow up on it if it's right in the corner, but if it's not in the corner, they can just backdash out of it. And you also got 2, 4, 3, 3, which ends in a double low. And I believe that on block is -7, so it's safe. There's only a few characters that could punish it. But yeah. And then you have her mid also. That's -6. So it's a mid, low. Now you can also convert from. So let me show you guys how to convert from that, because that took me a while to learn. 1 second. So around this is where you want to do the mid. So right when you see her go right around there, so I would count to like about 3, 1, 2, 3. So count out loud 1, 2, 3, and then you can always convert from if you catch them with your mid. Oh, and you cannot do teleport on, I believe, let me see. Block, random attack. You see, it doesn't work with down teleport, so the only way to convert off this is follow. And you can do around 33% off that combo. But yes, so there's that. Now, showed you her high damaging combos. Well, one of her bread and butter combos. Now let's go to cameos. So with Lao, the biggest thing is going to be Lao hat. His down hat. You're going to want to do overhead. So the thing is, what a lot of people get mixed up is the timing. And because if you time it wrong, they can block after the second hit of 1-2. They can fuzzy it. But if you do it correctly, they can't. So what I usually do is do stand one. I do stand one. I either do stand one first. Oh, sorry. And I let it go around the second when it's going from the second to the third hit, because then they can't block that, and you can usually lead into like that. So because it registers as an overhead and a low hitting at the same time, and that leads to a full combo. So if she was getting hit, it would be that. So just practice that. You'll get them every time. You'll get them every time. So just practice going like from this. There's that. There's the new orbiting hat. So with this, you gotta be careful because you can... Let me make it to where the cameo is. So with this, you have to be careful because if it's not right in front of you when they try to poke you, because let me do... They can do that. They can also do that to knock you out of it. But if it's like right in front of you, that should happen. Every time that should happen is if they try to do that, they should get, and it's right in front. Well, it's not exactly right behind you, so you're gonna want it a little bit behind you when you teleport. So when they try to do that, they get hit by it. And then when they get hit by it, now let me stop this. Oh. Let me go back to player one. You can do, what I like to do is do because I was gonna drop that. Because by the time that's done, you have a little bit of Lao hat left, and you can continue the pressure. Because let me show you what it would look like without this. So remove. And you basically have Lao hat back. Now you can just keep going. And in one sequence, you did about 80%. Or you can also try this route. I hate this side. If you want meterless damage, you can do this. And that's 43%. Or you can do the other one, which is about 40. The other thing that a lot of people forget is you can also do, if you time it correctly, you can do so basically you can call out Lao Hat while you have rotating hat on. And you can still get a full that usually does about 48 when you convert it off low Lao Hat. So I believe that's all when it comes to Lao Hat, is basically you just have to practice the Lao Hat setups, the comboing off orbiting hat, and then you can try to do combos like this. I don't really suggest it because unless you're like, let me see. Ugh. Unless you're like in the corner, because usually in the corner, I believe these combos do like 50%. Or close to 40, excuse me. Up here. Yeah, you gotta do it after the 1-4, after stand 4, so you gotta do so you gotta do this controller, but that's fine. Let me swap sides with her. So yeah, you can usually do around 43%, close to 45. The only reason I don't suggest it is because you end up, Lao comes back slower when you do this. I don't know why you're going that far behind me. Yep, around 47. So I don't suggest it because it usually comes back faster. Oh, and if you ever get in a situation, also kind of like do not do this, but you can do this sometimes. It catches a few people off guard. Let me see, where is the opponent type? Okay, no. Block mode, in case you want to do an armor. You can do to catch them, kind of like doing, and it's also, don't try to do that. But yeah, you can, if you feel like you're about to get whip punished, you can just try to get out free. But that doesn't always work because some people will catch it on reaction and just punish you for it. So I don't really suggest doing that. But that is also an option. I just wanted to let y'all know. Okay. So now let's move over to one of my favorites. Sonya. So with her, she kind of offers a little bit of what Lao does. She offers a mix-up. She offers very high damage. I love the damage you can do with her. And she just, to me, is a better version of what Chameleon used to be able to do. So you have her sidekick. You can do that. You can do 26. If you feel like wanting to spin a bar, you can do 30. So that's one way. What you can also do is 1, 2 leg grab. Which is what I usually do, which ends with 38. There's that. That's no meter. If you want to spend meter, it looks something like this. She was too low to the ground. $39. So there's that. You can also do, I believe, another meterless combo would be if you try. Because you can also do this way, but it's a lot harder because the gravity has to be exactly the right way. And normally, if I'm gonna go that route, I just do this is where I mean that MILEENA, you're constantly having to press forward dash for her. And that does 34. And another thing you can do with her that also like allow to get in, you can do, and if you time this correctly, you can get up. Let me try it this way. Get a full combo damage. That's even if, let me go back to full screen. There, so that way, if it's full screen, it would be better to do stand one ball row. and you can still get a combo that way. Let me try it one more time. Yeah, my controller is just being annoying. But yes, that is the purpose. You can still get a full combo off that. You can use it as a way to walk up. Because normally they're trying to block, they're trying to hold low, predict this. So you can do this. You can do this. You can do grab. But this, the timing has to be like perfect with this. And then you can with ball roll, you can punish with ball roll and get a full combo. There's that you can do. I don't know why it keeps reading I'm trying to do. That, or you can just simply go. That doesn't combo. Yeah, to catch them, basically trying to crouch block. You can do the overhead to, and then have Sonya to keep you safe. Because if you do that, let me see. You can do that because it's a plus, so it's plus. So the Sonya is plus. Your block advantage is you're hella plus on block. Or you can just be -7 if they hit both at the same time. So the point is to make big one and stay plus. You can do that. Another thing I like to do with her is her forward one mind game. So with forward one, what you have to be careful also is they can up block it. So they can up block a certain part of it. So if you do it too early, they can up block it. So if you do it around here, they can up block it. But if you do like the full 1, 2, 3, they can't really up block it. They can't up block it. And then you get a full 30%. You can do that. You can also do just to catch them trying to block the rest of the mid low. And that usually ends in around 33, between 33 and 34%. Yes, between 33 and 35%. There's that. You can also do stem. Sorry, my controller is really... Let's switch places, because it's on this controller, it's easier on the left side. and then you can get 35%. So you can always convert off a low size if you time it correctly. So just as you've seen there, you can get 34%. Those are all her mixed games. Or you can still again stand one, Sonya, grab. Or you can just do like this catches so many people trying to press on her. But yeah, there's that, and you can also just do the full mid, and if you catch them, %, easy. So now this is gonna be the last thing I show, her big combo. So we're gonna do into 2-2 call Sonya. I gotta switch sides for this. So you're gonna wanna, oop, nope. So you're gonna wanna do 2-2 teleport. But as you're teleporting, call Sonya. And you can do this way, 44, this is also a proper way to do it. So you're gonna wanna call her as you're teleporting to the other side, because then oh my god. Oh my god. Because that's going to do around 47%. I don't know why it keeps giving me... %. That is her big damaging combo. You do 2 of those and you're pretty much around dead. And then if you want to do extra big damage in the corner with her, it's going to be this. Let me see. Full screen. What am I doing? Let's do right, because last time we did left. And then just have me swap sides with her again. So go left. %, and then you can do into a safe jump overhead. There's that. You can also do the big damaging combo in the corner. You can also do my favorite, which is $43. Oh, I forgot to also show you guys this one combo. Let me go back to the no, default. Because if you guys are having problems with that combo, you can also guys just do this combo. So it's 1-1-2, 2-2 Sonya. This is the combo. %. And you can also extend it by doing this. Oh my god. So you're gonna want to call Sonya as you're pressing 2-2. Because if you call her too early, she drops. If you call her too late, it drops. So as you're pressing 2-2, just call her. I'm gonna try it one more time. Yeah, I can't get the gravity right. I had it. Basically, that route, you get a little bit closer to 40. You can also try this combo if you want. If you want to spend both Sonya, you can do this one. You can do that route, which is about 40, and it's a little bit easier. The one combo I don't know how to do is this one. I can't get that timing down, but basically... Oh, and also the other thing you can do with Sonya is this. I'm gonna have to be on the right side for this. 'Don't try that. It's hard. It's easier with Chameleon, but with Sonya it's really hard, but it can combo off your air ball row. But if you would like to try, basically the combo is just to air ball row, teleport Sonya. You're supposed to be able to keep them in the gravity. Stand for air ball row. That's what it would basically look like. Now, I believe I went over everything with Sonya. Let me also show you the sides and the corner really quick. If you do the safe jump option. Into safe jump. Okay, now let's do everyone's now favorite, Tremor. So he has three variations: crystalline, metallic, aftershock. Pause the video if you want to see all the moves, but basically I will go over them very briefly. If you want, pause, and then you could see which one is which. So in crystalline, you have two options. You have this, which reflects projectiles back, any projectiles, even Sub-Zero Ice Clone, which I just learned. You have this that kind of blocks hit advantage and allows you to basically just keep your turn-ish. And then you have this new move. Which one is it? Which one is it? Metallic, crystalline, crystal, okay. Basically, it's this. Basically, now you have. Why is it not working? What's the move? You have this, and then you can jump off this now. If you press R1 again. So that's crystalline. For Aftershock, you have the low ground pound. You have everyone's favorite, which is that, which is the up ground pound, and you have this. You can use this as like a get off me tool, like you can just throw that out. And then for metallic, you have this. You have this, which you can also make an overhead if you hold. If you hold it, it becomes a high projectile. And then you also have this, which you can use to, I guess, somewhat anti-air people. But I don't really suggest it. Now, the whole thing with Tremor is basically just the ambush. Like, you're basically supposed to call. And the trick is to press R1 once and then do the direction. So, for example, this combo. And you basically have Tremor back. So you're gonna do R1 and then press the direction. And what I like to do is that, but you can also do that with metallic. Like you can. Basically, the max you could do is 38, because then you would drop something. You can do that. You can do... Yes, so off her mid, those are the only two I would suggest. You can also try to do... to get your shields. But yeah, that is one combo route off her mid that you can try. Because even in the, specifically for the metallic one, if you do it, what am I doing? If you do it, okay, so, opponent type, I don't know. Like, you can follow up with 2-4 to catch people trying to backdash. And you can catch people trying to backdash, it jails, basically. Because you can do 2-4 afterwards to catch people. Another combo route I learned was this one. Oh my god, it's reading too many buttons. %36. Off what would not be able to combo at all. You can do that one. You can do... Let me make it to where he's always in crystalline. Sorry, this combo is even still hard for me a little bit. %, you can combo off that. You can do 41. You can also do this way. %. Another way, if you just want to do like regular, oh, here's an unblockable setup. So do this, and then when you're right there, it's easier when they block, because then I can show you what I'm talking about. Let me just have it to where they hold block. That is an unblockable setup, because they can't block low and overhead at the same time. So when you do that, it leads to a full combo. Let me see if I can do it correctly. Or you can just keep it like this. Or you can also just do plain old I would suggest doing this more than this, because they tend to be able to punish this more than this. And Tremor is weird when you do this one. He can appear behind them, he can appear in front of them, he can take longer. Like, it's just better to do because then it always catches them. There's that one. If you're just needing a good way for them to get away, you can do just keep it. There's another way. Let me try this. You can do Let me have it where it's already on Aftershock. You can do that. You can also do... And then just do stand one, like you can do mind games with the rock. And then if you just want to see damage with just the aftershock, or combos with just the aftershock, with that one you can do 40% in the corner. You can do $42. 45. 40, close to 46. Oh, that's another thing. I suggest that if you knock them down, sometimes if you keep seeing them you can catch them poking. Like if you see them poking too much, just, or you can just that's how you counter somebody just keep poking. Is just jump and do jump 3. You can also just back up and do your main. Or just but yeah, that's as much as I can show. Let me swap so it resets. You can even do, do you feel like they're gonna, but yeah, that's as far as I know. If you guys do have any questions, you guys can also message me on Discord. We can run some games, but I do believe I went over everything. Oh, you can also do this. To catch people. Safe jump. Grab. Just like that, 50%. And if you're just, remember to always try to play it outside of their range. And just remember to always play footsies. But I do believe I went over everything. And do remember to go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you guys have any more questions, I will try to respond to all the comments in this video. But thank you, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.